Good evening, guys. It's 5:25 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. It's Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. So let's start with the pre-market notes here. Okay. So today idea was clear. What we discussed in Discord early in the morning before open during our regular discussion. That today's idea is rotational day. There is nothing significant going to happen, like a strong up move, strong down move, sustainable, so like a trend day kind of, or trend down day kind of. And because of that, it's a rotational day. There are more chances for a failed breakout, right, or failed breakdown. Those chances are higher probability wise, right? And that means you should not trust any breakout, strong breakout and price moving a little bit higher. You should not trust it. That means if you happens to be, let's say, long and the breakout happens, you take profit. You don't trust that move. And even though you don't have to even wait for a breakout or breakdown, if you are long, you take few points and out from the market. That is what basically in a nutshell I had described here and in the Discord, right? And then I gave a range. This is the max range today. It can ping pong, 42, 92. So price went below 92 in the morning up to 76. But if you look at it, like after 10 minutes onwards, it basically stayed above 92 and it went all the way up to 44.06 or 2, right? So pretty much close into that range, right? And without second guess, see, book profit whenever you can, level to level trading only, and you continue to favor more shorts than long, Ideally you want to pick one direction for the day and stick with it, right? So in the morning you shorts, and when you see intraday it's a shifting, price moving higher and higher, right? After 12 o'clock or so, then you step out, right? No shorts once you know the price is going higher, right? And you are not supposed to take long. Let's say you pick up the short direction, then you don't do any longs, simple. So the goal is few trades out of the day, right? 1 or 2 trades max and you're done, right? You don't want to trade entire day. So that is the goal. NQ, same story, same as ES, level to level. And all this today I gave them a micro levels, like every single few points I gave them a levels, and pretty much all of them worked out. There are rotations, rotational day, there are rotations from all those levels, Dow and Russell, I did not look at it, so I'm not going to discuss it, but you can check the levels and see how it played out. Gold is the first day today, it held above 1850, I guess. I didn't check it, but I heard it. So I didn't check the closing, but if it is above 1850, then you will see the levels for the gold tomorrow here. Gold is ready for trading. Crude, I did not check, so I'm not going to discuss, but you can check the levels. So going into the day, so I'm going to keep it quick today, because the price action was garbage, right? So today is one of the day, rotational day, I don't like it. That means I only trade one trade or max 2 in one direction or both direction, one trade each, and then I'm done, because rotations, right? I do not want to play the game later on. So here we were observing it in the morning, right? First few minutes as usual, and then morning balance. So internal swell liquidation kind, right? Like way lower. So anyway, it's in alignment with our favor shorts idea, right? More shorts than long, and then we had a breakdown. So in Discord I gave them a level, right? In the pre-market during the voice, and I said 26 is important. At that time, see, in a pre-market notes 26 was not there, but right of the open I gave them 26, right before open, during the Discord voice, that observe 26, and I said 26 is a line in sand for opening, and in Q I said 218 and 200 is a line in sand for buyers of the open. So we were watching it, price was holding 26, right? But we are not supposed to go long anyway, right of the open, favoring shorts. That was the idea. And then 26 was broken. That was the sign. Here NQ broke below 218, 200. That was a sign. buyers trapped, short right there, and boom, and then you can take a profit anywhere you want, right? Here at 15 or 92, 95, considering that was a range bottom expectation today, right, as per pre-market. So you can take profit and can manage it accordingly, right? So the profit is always up to you. I'm not going to discuss where you should take profit, so profit is up to you. But NQ, these are the levels, I had it intraday, 75, this 75 here I gave intraday level, those are the intraday levels. These levels were there before, but this one 75, and that's the only level I gave intraday, similar to 26, and the rest of the levels were already there, from pre-market notes. So that was the first trade, and I was done pretty much, Then I was patient enough, to just watch the price action, because I knew it's a rotational day. This down move is not gonna sustain, and when it hit this area, I was more sure. So I was just observing it, that hey, where it can find a bottom, so it can go back up, And by the time when price was here, I looked at it here, and I found a bottom here, right here. So Discord folks knows, how and what, how to find the bottoms. Basically, I was looking at 80. Hold on, guys. Got a phone call. Always I get a phone. Okay, so I missed my link now. Damn, what the hell? It's all spam calls. Okay, so here I was looking, right? So NQ and ES, I was looking at both, and I was trying to find the bottom, right? So when it poked down here, right, the way it poked down, right, NQ did not make a new low here. See, ES made a new low. You can go back in your chart, right, later on, and you can see it here. NQ did not make a new low, while NQ was actually super weak than ES, right? And ES, man, that was the level I put it. And ES made a new low, right? Something is off, So I saw that as a sign, and then I called out this could be the bottom for the day, Then I said, if this is the bottom, then you want to see price to take out 90 to 95, NQ to take out 75, right? And then hold those two areas, 75 and 92. And when price went higher, I said, now watch 90 to 25 and 75 in NQ, sorry, 95, 25, and then 75 in NQ. Those are the intraday levels I gave to watch, as a confirmation. You see this bottom is in, right? First confirmation, and you can see it. Price went higher to this resistance 140, came down, held 75, here held 95.25. So that was the trade if you want to take it, right? But that is based on the only first confirmation, and it's a super aggressive, right? But it is in alignment with rotational day, right? So though actually I took the trade here, right here, at this idea of bottom. I did not wait it for anything else. I just took it, micros only. Here I also did the same thing. I had a little bit more micros here, because my main trade was here, and then I was just playing around here. So those were the two trades, and then price bounced all the way up to 26. See, 26 was a line inside, right? And here 200 to 18 area was also line inside, right? So price went up to here. So those were the exits. So if you are holding it this long, those were the nice exits. And then here, right here, I call it a day. And in Discord, I suggested call it a day now. Both sides you played around in a rotational day. Now you don't want to hang out here and then trade anymore. And that's where price started ping-ponging. See, after this point onwards, it's a recipe for day traders to lose money big time. Like empty out their account, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? These things, look at this, right? At the end you can see it, this resistance held, right? This support held, that's all. But in between, I know many day traders got screwed up. Here also, see all these lines, it was just ping-ponging. It was ping-ponging between lines, that's all. So it's not a good idea to trade for the rest of the day, regardless whatever happens, unless price goes above out of day's range completely, but then still there is a chance for a failed breakout or failed breakdown. See here also one more time NQ tried to break down and failed. See that? So those are the things will happen, and you do not want to mess around. So after this point onwards, no trading. I just step aside and I started doing other work. I did not even pay attention all this thing. And in Discord I said, you know what, just stop trading here and come back after 2 o'clock. That is what I said. Till then you do something else. So basically we avoided entire this job, and you can see it by 2 o'clock. If you come here, price was here, right above this area where it 218 227. That was the area. Actually later on I modified it. I said 218 227, it has to go above it to bring buyers, right? And yes, basically now it has to go above, obviously above day's range, which is 51, right? So now if you look at it at 2 o'clock, NQ was about trading above it, right, far away. If it has to fail breakout, it would have breakout should have happened, failed breakout right here, right? But instead it went higher. It was middle of nowhere. See, next level was here, right, 300 293. So it is unlikely that it is going to fail before going either here, at least here. So when it pulled back right here, that was 218, line in sand from morning, right? You can take a trade. ES was right here, close to this morning high, right? So both of them you can take a trade right here. And then few points, because it moved far away, right? See, fail breakout can happen right here, little bit up and then down, right? Little bit up and down. But here it moved sharply. See, so chances for a failed breakout is less than holding it for a few more points, at least up to the next resistance, right? Level to level trading, that was the idea. So from here you can go back up to the top or this resistance and bail out, simple. And here also same thing, right? And then don't mess around. That's it. That's the only trade you can get. But let's say you traded it, right? And by this time again it screwed up all the day traders, right? See, ideally I wouldn't suggest to take this trade, even though I know price was moving higher, but it's a rotational day. You do not want to mess around after morning trades. And if you had listened, this is all for Discord folks who are watching this video. If you had listened, right, and then do not become greedy and then try to go long here, and you want to thinking that it's gonna go to moon, right? At 230 when price was here and ES was at 4380 and NQ was around 233, so it was around 327 or so, right? I said closing for ES, I tweeted it also, that thing you can check. Closing would be 48, for ES if it goes below 72. 72 is important area. So, and then it tried to, right after my tweet or my statement in Discord, price tried to break below it, right? And then couldn't, and then it went higher, right? Then here again it tried it, couldn't, went higher, and then here it sliced through it. Then you can see it 48, right? And then ultimately chop around 72 held, and it closed right at my level 48, which I gave it at 233. When price was crazily going higher, looks like it's going to go to moon, but still I gave 48 as a closing price, and you can see it closed right around here at 4 o'clock. In Q, look at this, 4 o'clock, it was right around our important level, which was 141. See my point? So there was no point trading after 10:30 after you're done. See, otherwise there are more chances, even though you made a lot of money going way up, that you got lucky, but eventually if you started trading it again, you would lose, right? But instead, if you only focus on a short side, and let's say you avoided all this long, and when you see this breakdown really going on fast, right, you can short here, stick with the idea of shorts, no longs, right, and then take profit at 48. Then on the way back up, you observe 72 here. If price is struggling, you can short again, so that is the idea, and that be all. See, today is all about, not about internals or anything. It's all about what kind of day is going to be today. Knowing that in advance, you can plan accordingly. Your trades accordingly, and then you can avoid certain things. See, you can know all this thing is going to happen today, and basically you are avoiding all this thing. Rather than losing money. Key trades was this short and probably this long. That's it. After that, it's all garbage. Even though you see it's a lot of movement, but it's a garbage. And that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, these 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are important for overnight and tomorrow. Okay.